How you doing, man? Hello, everybody. Yeah, come on, man. Greet me a little bit nicely. I'm too used to getting treated nice. So it'll be a pleasure if I get treated nicely out here also. Because one thing, I don't know why am I here. And seriously. And the topic of my speech is also, I don't know what it is. No, literally, that's the name. That's the title that I've given. I don't know what it is. But one thing I know of is, you heard the song that was going on right now? I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I think I drive all the women wild. Nothing of that sort happens. But that is the music that goes in my head whenever I'm walking, whenever I'm looking, I'm at a party, and whatsoever, all the kind of stuff. So this is the kind of feel I get. So, it always makes me look like this. Anyway, you know what? Just let me set my watch to 18 minutes. Because 18 minutes is all I have. और इन 18 मिनट में मेरी जिंदगी बदलने वाली है. क्योंकि ये 18 मिनट बहुत खास है. So whether I say anything relevant or irrelevant, these 18 minutes, the span of these 18 minutes are going to go down in history because this is my first ever TED Talk. Wait, and that too for Topiwala National Medical College. Big applause for y'all. Big. Louder, man. Topiwala, the name came. Fantastic, fantastic. So that's why I'll be sharing with you my experiences, my journey in a very uncanny fashion because life is strange. Strange, so not because you're finding the right person or you're wanting yourself to be really talented or skillful or identifying whether you need to be here at the right place at the right time or whether you need to have a godfather or not. Nothing of that sort. I believe what you need to find in life is that special person or those special people who believe in you, who make you what you are as of now where you are. Okay. I'll simplify it, make it more easy and more fun, and very interactive. All right. Yeah, it's a magic trick. You and me are not too different from this piece of paper. Blank. Not right now, you guys are medical students. You can't be. But when we are born, right? We're completely empty, childlike, baby. And then life happens to you. And life, as we all know, has a very cruel and an ironic way of tearing you apart, crumbling you into pieces, crushing you, and throwing you when you least expect, right or wrong. And at that time, imagine if somebody tells you, God, you got to feel special, find that special person, be happy. What you want to do is, freaking. Naturally, man, you're so down and out. How would you? Well, we all have been through this, I'm sure, right? We have. You can answer that. You're allowed to. We have. I have been very bad in my academics since I was growing up. I was really poor in sports. I used to lie a lot. But still, I was a teacher's pet. Now, that's a trick, even I don't know how it happens. Okay? My life is an I don't know, right? I was never scared of anybody or anything except for one person. My mama. Now, my mama is very emotional. Acha, tell me one thing. Raise your hands whose mamas are emotional. Now put them all together. That is my mama. Seriously. She used to slap me with a jhadu, dandi, मतलब जो हाथ में आए वो she would like, and I used to lie. When once your kid lies to you, moms hate you, man. At some point, thanks to my sister, who was an above average student, okay, 60% plus, but in front of because I was so bad, she was like a superstar, like a बहन को देख अपनी. And she by chance happened to say, he's a gone case, mom. My mom doesn't speak such fluent English, huh? So gone case to everybody knows. Gone case मतलब ई तो गए हो, हाँ पापा तो गए हो. My mom, my God, she prayed to God saying that, please help him. कुछ करो इसका बेचारा, क्या होगा इसका. कुछ हुआ. I gave my 12th. I failed, flunked. Mind you, I was doing science that time. I wanted to be a doctor or an engineer. And if nothing works out, an architect. These are the three things you need for science, right? So that's what. Just hilarious. Flunked. Showed the report card to my mom. My mom cried literally. Now moms cry three kinds of tears. Tears of joy, tears of sadness, and tears of shame. And when your mom cries tears of shame, you know what you feel like doing? You feel like becoming Sati. No, sorry, Sita. धरती फट के आपको अंदर ले लेवे, man. Really, man, it is that bad a scenario. I still remember that day. I took the report card to my dad. No, my dad is a cool dad, really cool. Okay, raise your hands who's got a cool dad. Not many, huh? But still, put them all together into 10 and you get my dad. Super cool. I mean, if you see him right now, they tell him that, "Arey, ye aapka ladka hai." And he feels, that means I'm so young. हाँ, ये लगता नहीं आपका भाई जैसा लगता. भाई, so imagine my state. No, I mean, I'm proud, but imagine I'm like his younger brother and he is my dad and he feels cool. Anyway, my dad saw the report card and he smiled. He said, "Son, don't worry. You get that from your mom's side." Sorry, mom, if all this goes on the net. I'm kidding. But कुछ qualities पापा पे जाती हैं, कुछ मामा पे जाती हैं. He said, "It's okay, son, don't worry. What you need to do is, you need to get a job, you need to get responsible so you know what life is all about." I said, "ठीक है, बनता है." So my dad took me to Manmohan Shetty sir. Manmohan Shetty sir is the owner of Ad Labs. जो Imagica है ना, he owns Imagica. So he's a very close friend of dad. He took me to him. Mr. Manmohan Shetty took me to Mr. BP Singh, who is the producer and director of CID. Now, BP Singh is a ferocious looking teddy bear. Really. If you Google him, you'll see. I love that man, okay? I started working. I worked hard for a month. As an assistant director. So that's what I was working for. And I used to stay in Cuff Parade. I used to go all the way to Andheri and Sakinaka and Mud Island and all from Cuff Parade. You know what I mean? South Bombay Cuff Parade boy. Yeah, who studied in Sydenham College. And then, before Sydenham, I studied in Elphinstone and I did my science. Nothing to feel proud about. But yeah. So after a month, I was just working and he was sitting out there and I asked, "Sir, I just need to ask you, so when do you think I can direct my first film or something? Just guide me." 1 month in the business. He looks at me and he says, "Son," looks at me in the eye, and when Mr. BP Singh is looking at you in the eye, you're in for it. He says, "Son, I see something in you, but I don't know what it is. But if you keep working like this, someday you'll be a director." For the first time in my life, somebody saw something in me, man. I don't know what it was, but he saw something. I swear, I worked so hard as being an assistant director as though there was an Oscar for being an assistant director. Really, I worked really, really, really hard. I mean, I got to know my sir so well. We shared so many experiences of his. He told me what television, film is all about. Trust me, it was so much better than studying. I realized I wish I would have taken this up when I was a child. So, when he was doing CID, Ashutosh Govarkar, who was acting in CID then, this was like in early 2000, maybe 2001 or so, he was producing a pilot TV show. And he said, "You know what, KV, I want to cast you." I said, "For what?" I mean, I'm AD. He said, "No, actor." So what? I didn't get inside to be an actor. I wanted to just be responsible, get a job and direction. Yeah, yes, probably direction. He said, no, just do it. Just, audition for me. Just do it. I said, why? You know what he said? Because I see something in you. And I don't know what. I swear. When he said he saw something, that's when I realized, probably, let me give this a shot. I asked BP Singh and Ashutosh, that show didn't turn out, but the statement still stayed in my head. So I asked Ashutosh sir and BP sir, sir, I really want to start acting. What do you think is the best way? They introduced me to Satyadev Dubey ji. Sorry, late Satyadev Dubey ji. He's no longer with us. He passed away a few years back, but a stalwart, theatre stalwart. For 1 year, I did backstage theatre. You know what is backstage? Okay, this is a stage. Behind this is a backstage. But hey, now, we have these two gentlemen standing out here. That is backstage work, really. Now, this is still dignified. We had to clean. We had to take their, the actors' ka saman. We had to give them cues. 1 year. I challenge any actor for 1 year do backstage work. Everybody, hey boss, I want to be a star, man. 1 year I did that. After a year I said, sir, acting karni hai, man. Sir, when will I act? He said, I don't know, but I know one thing. I said, what? That I see something in you, buddy. And if you keep working like that at the backstage, someday you'll be a good actor. I never got to act in his plays, I swear. But I cherish that man, till here. I did a lot of theatre after that. I did Nadiraji's theatre. My schooling is theatre. Like how your schooling to be a doctor is, Topiwala National Medical College. My schooling was theatre. And I always believe schooling is important. Did a lot of theatre, did chote-mote jobs, went for auditions. More auditions, even more auditions, kept going for auditions, kept going, auditions पे audition, कुछ नहीं मिला, लेकिन एक लड़की मिली, who, incidentally, is my wife also, and the mother of my 2 babies, newborn, twin, girls. Now, I've led a very cushioned life. I'm from Bombay, mom, dad, gaadi hai, middle class family. So stress कुछ नहीं था. साथ साथ aim भी कुछ नहीं था. Focus भी कुछ नहीं था. Because acting में क्या aim हो? Like you all have an aim. To be a doctor, you need to work hard. But television is such a... I was going to use the word which I shouldn't have. Good. Television is such a bad place. Or films for that matter. Because how can you have an aim to be a star? You can't. Because everything depends on your luck. You could be the greatest actor, you could have the skills, you could have the talent, but if you don't work, you know what happens? Straight out there. So seriously, so probably maybe that was the reason. There was no aim, no goal, no focus. You don't have any aim, goal, or focus. Even your friends around you, your family, they nikhattu. They look down. They make you feel shitty. And then when you feel shitty, boss, it's not good. It's a very bad feeling. Again, you how do you feel special? So then I felt that. I went for more auditions, and then by some God's grace, luck, as they all call it in this industry, Ekta Kapoor casted me for her TV show Kasauti Zindagi Ki, where I played the character of Prem. Now again, coming back to television, your pay packet, your status depends upon the TRPs, depends upon how hit the show is. You could be a lallu, man. You could be a nobody. You could be doing anything and just come and just act, and suddenly the show's a hit and you're a star. It's like that. So I said, I'm in an Ekta Kapoor show, and this is superb. I kind of became popular, which I thought I became a star. That's what I thought. Pay packet was decent, nice. Show has to get over, right? So what I thought, boss, offers were coming, small money. Because of course I wasn't the lead in Kasauti. Ronit Roy and Shweta Tiwari were. So offers were coming but small. I said, boss, I'm a star, man. I want more, I want more. Time passed, 1 साल हो गया, 2 साल हो गया, 3 साल चले गए. And mind you, by then I was already married. I know what it is to feel broke. 3 years no work. I know what it is, really. When you have to pay your installments and check pe check bounce ho rahe. I know what it feels when you can't provide for your family. I know what it feels when you're in debt. Man. So one night, I just was like going through one of those phases. And I asked my wife, just as a nudging. And my wife is amazing, huh? You ask her anything in the sleep, she'll answer. It's scary sometimes. Ask her anything. I said, baby, I love you. Oh, I love you too. Baby, do you want to go for a walk? Oh, not now. Sweetie, where's that book? It's kept top on that shelf, somewhere now. She'll answer everything. But normally when she's awake, I said, baby, where is that? I don't know. I didn't see it. So her mind works sharper when she's sleeping. So I asked her, sweetie, in a very sad tone, that, why did you marry me? You know what she said? I saw something in you. And I swear to God, to date, I am still finding what that something is. Guys, today I'm an achiever. I'm a successful actor. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a believer. I also know the true meaning of unconditional love from my wife. I've been broken, I've been torn, I've been thrown in the bin. But there have been those people who have reached within and made a new chapter in my life. Chapter by chapter. So those people I really cherish. Because now, of course, I have miles to go, but I know to date, at least as of now, my book is worth reading. So it doesn't matter whether you guys are torn or whether you guys are crumpled or whether you guys are, devastated. Identify. Acknowledge those special people in your life. Those important people in your life who believe in you, who will make you write a fantastic chapter in your book of life, which you will be proud to lead. So, ladies and gentlemen, I see something in you, and I don't know what it is. Thank you. Did I do it within 18 minutes? Hey, not bad. Did you count those extra 1 minute that I was doing faffing? Like, hey, nothing?